Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you some more action from the Angry Dutchman's 1v1 tournament. And this one is from the Grand Finals. Well, we're going to do the series, which is a best of 5 in this case, stepping up from a best of 3. On the left-hand side, we've got Nicko with Soviets, who's got Armored Assault, Guard Motor, and Urban Defense. And on the right-hand side, we've got Isildur, who's got Lightning War, Spearhead, and Blitzkrieg. Map is Fameville Approach. As you can see here, like a Master League version. Very similar. They've slightly redesigned the cover around here a bit. But all pretty familiar stuff. So we got first skirmish. So maybe a couple models on the edge of the well went behind cover, gets suppressed, gets forced away. Good start there for Isildur. Didn't put any sandbags down while capping this. See there's slightly different cover on this point as well. Make it a bit more even.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Really good timing for Nicko to start running around the corner just as the machine gun set up. Before got vision from the squad jumping into the building. Now he's running back out there. MG is wrapping around. Just to set it up reasonably far away so the conscripts can't see it coming. Don't think he's like fully got around the corner enough there. If he came maybe to about here, well, it didn't even matter. Tried to reposition onto the other side and got suppressed. Might have been better just staying where he was. Good attempt by Nicko though to keep that MG occupied. So MG42 into 3 Grenadiers from Isildur. I'm not seeing some of those like 4 green builds we saw from some other players on some of the different maps. And a very early Pyro Sweeper as well. Not going to muck around with the flamethrower. There is a flamethrower though on this side. Closing in on the Grenadiers, but there's no conscripts nearby to merge in. These guys camp behind the sandbags at this stage. The Grenadiers very, very spread out. The flamethrowers not able to get multiple models with every hit.
We have a fresh grenadier squad. Grenadiers, attack!
Hasn't started better phase 1 yet. Gone for a 4th Grenadier. So that's got to slow down the tick a bit of Isildur. Nicko meanwhile has got healing online and starting up the tier 2 tech. Right next to his base as well. He's not pushing it like out at all so he can reinforce as he runs out. Interesting. These conscripts maybe could get some light cover positions if he pushed forwards a little bit more there. Good see getting forced off these sandbags by that machine gun. These guys pushing on to the VP. So far Isildur about 40 points drained. Not a huge problem.
We can now build light mechanized
And
infantry.
both combat engineers teaming up here to build the tier 3 as fast as possible. Makes me think, maybe we're going to be seeing a quad. Otherwise, at this stage, sending the flamethrower unit onto the field would be better. So we can start getting involved in some combat. Don't want to be tying up like your most valuable combat unit like this in the early game. And construction. Speaking of construction, tier 2 coming online now for Isildur, but manpower wise, going for a bunker as well on top of the 4th Grenadier, so yeah, Gonna be like 2-2-2 in the end. Overall, like the KD hasn't been too crazy. Hasn't been like that many casualties. This player's off to a bit of a cautious start. Like a Von Ivan all-action beginning. So that is actually helping Isildur at this stage. Going for 4th Grenadier and mid-bunker. Usually result in even a larger delay. So Nicko, in spite of double timing the construction of his tier 3, didn't actually go for a quad. He's right about there for a T70 already. Shows how good his fuel control has been up until this point. Really strong fuel control for Nicko. Maybe he had like double fuel for a wee while next to these sandbags. So this is going to be a lightning fast T70. Like crazy, crazy fast. Isildur, yeah, he's gone for this. This is like one of the worst bulletins in the game. He doesn't have the pack full-time bulletin. A little bit strange. I feel like we saw him have that maybe in one of the previous series against Jibber. Maybe Jibber had it and it wasn't Isildur. I can't remember.
Are seizing a sector.
So it's going to be a no 2-2-2 build for Isildur. Just going straight for the pack now. Losing control of his fuel over here, but he's gaining down the bottom. He hasn't microed these guys by sandbags yet, so they're taking quite a good chunk of damage.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And here comes the T70, sitting down to the bottom, busting through a few fences, so he's still probably aware that it's coming. Has to retreat before he can get the cap off. I'm sure he's sad about that. Those guys have to retreat shortly thereafter as well, because otherwise they would be blasted on the wrong side of cover. So 2 fast retreats. Oops, accidentally crushes his own sandbags there. And I think he like queued up a capture command based off that as well, and seems to have gone wrong for him. LMG online now for this Grenadier. Nicko's got plenty of manpower. Has locked into guard mode of the classic. This has always been an extremely strong map for the heavy mortar. But maybe not after the nerfs. Didn't look that impressive in some of the earlier series we covered. Really looked fine, but didn't look like it was a must-buy. And Nicko going for the guards. They nerfed the timing on this as well. I'm pretty sure his command point cost or unlock timing altered as well. Actually, the LMG's flushing these guys out. This sandbag has been money for Nicko. Really, really good for him the whole time. Media branches out, goes to the edge. It's a mine out there though. Guards hit. Do we have the DPs? Second AT gun early for Isildur. Wow. And he's picking up a mortar as well. That's a lot of troops. You know, by the time he's got all of this, that's a crazy amount of infantry. Does manage to get the decap off with that Grenadier. T70's been out of action, waiting for repairs for a wee while. Isildur pretty well ahead on the KD.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
And given like been quite a lot of cover fighting so far, do you think the mortar will be a nice choice? Probably help a lot against this sandbag position, for instance. Might hope that you could send the pack up there, but it's tied up. Countering the T70. Nice conscript positioning here, but the machine gun spins around and This guy somehow got suppressed. Did they slightly try to reposition there? I'm not sure. Either way, Nicko's flooding forwards with a whole bunch of troops, pressuring the team weapons through the middle of Isildur. They are under a lot of strain, having to run back to base. Lobbing in a Molotov onto the heavy cover. Maybe he's hoping you get the cutoff here, but it's not really cutting too much off anyway. It's not a high priority, so having to retreat with all the Grenadiers rolling up. Backs away from where the mortar is firing very early on. We're just hitting bit 2 now though. Bit of a power spike for them against these guards. Auto fire from the mortar, landing a nice hit there. T70 is fully repaired still. Ready to come back in. Pack doesn't have the angle there. Maybe it does. I don't know. Was that an attack round? There are some like bushes on the edge of that building. Might have been blocking the sight. The direct hit might have been an attack round there. Pretty solid Molotov actually. Knocks about a third off the Grenadiers. They rifle and they cancel. So a bit of that in both series. Hitting vet 2 on these Grenadiers. And watches the rifle nade late in the engagement, but Nicko's watching it.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Wing coming through for a few more model drops here. And gets them as well. T7 is out on the edge there. And Isildur really struggling up against what Nicko's pushing out right now. Nicko's brought in the heavy mortar finally.
We are losing a sector.
But Isildur, you know, he's got his battle phase nearly done. He's not too far away from a medium tank, though. He's not hitting it at like a particularly fast timing because his fuel control is so bad. So far, T70's done a reasonable job avoiding the double packs. Taken a couple shots, but he's never been out of action for too long afterwards. The KD has actually maybe tightened up a little bit. Which is bad news for Isildur. MG in the build here. Ooh, bit of a lucky break there. One of the pack shots missing. T70 gets out. Tripwire go off somewhere. Didn't I? Running around the corner. Oh, big heavy mortar shell. For good measure.
We have 300 points
And
remaining.
Nicko is flooded with fuel right now. Just needs to find a bit of time to build his tech. Attacking those 7-man conscripts coming online. Guys out here with the sweeper. Spot these mines. Hasn't started sweeping them yet though. A lot of EP pressure here on Isildur. This guy's tick up just about there for a tank. You know, he could build Struggle or Flak, but E4 is the safest option, that's for sure. Especially at this kind of timing.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Secures the munis, has to retreat though from the T70. Didn't manage to sweep the other mine either. Only one pack getting shot through as well.
Enemy has broken our supply lines.
And this heavy mortar Doesn't actually have that much vet, but it does seem like it's causing Isildur a lot of problems through the middle. Grenade in, but easily dodged by Nicko.
Our opponents are seizing a
Before
sector.
finally about to pop out. So he needs to do a lot for Isildur. He could like immediately kill the T70 with it somehow. That would be kind of action Isildur needs, because
Panzer IV is ready for
he
battle.
has been struggling. Last like 5 or so minutes. Been really, really bad for him. Here's the P4 coming through the fog. Early retreats there from Nicko. P4 misses both of its shots.
Our territory.
Bad start. T-3485 already in the build for Nicko. Heavy mortar barraging where the packs were, but they're already dodging. A bit of damage done there with the P4. He's going in for more. Packs are a little far away. You've got to make sure they're within striking distance, so doesn't get run over. Oh, this could be a nasty mine. There are 2 models. 2 squads right there. Right from Hayes. P4 is over here. Maybe could have chased him for a squad wipe, but don't really know what I was doing. And now T-3485 is on the field there. There we go. There's a tripwire. One of the packs bounce. Before hit to mine. Is that even possible? I don't think that's possible. Before now getting very low. Hits with the mark after that mine. And he's hitting Vet 3 before the guards, so they're doing alright. T70 meanwhile looking for a squad wipe here. Pack spinning around. Oh, the building might save the day. T70 spinning back around. Nope, gets the kill. Where's the Faust? He doesn't have munitions for a Faust right now. Isildur, he's under that much pressure. T-34 coming in for a base inspection as well. But the packs don't know which way to face. They're going for the T-34. The P4 is already dead. And that's going to be GG, yep. So, you know, a bit of a slow start to this one. Both players kind of camping out behind cover. Not too much manpower bleed in the early stages. And that allowed Nicko, with slightly better fuel control early on, to rush out T-70. Like 7.5-ish minute T-70 is crazy fast. And Isildur's tactic of going for double AT guns, no 222, didn't really seem to pan out. You know, he's trying to rush towards a P4, but he just had such little fuel control that that rush became kind of normal P4 timing. You know, 222 is just so valuable for, you know, a little bit of extra bleed. Maybe threaten the kill on the T70 after it's taken 2 shots from an AT gun. A vision. A little bit surprised that he decided not to go for one. But yeah, great start for Nicko. Dominant victory there. First game of the series. I've got the stats for you guys so you can have a look. Onwards to game 2. On to game 2 of this series, and we'll let start this one up, but here we go, first engagement. Greedy in the middle, retreating very, very early. So he's still with Soviets. He's got armored assault, defensive, and guard motor. Nicko with Osset. He's got lightning war, blitzkrieg, and spearhead. So very similar loadouts. A little bit unusual. You don't see lightning war too often. I don't know what's going on there. There's a special thing in the rules about that. So Pio's getting outnumbered. Can run off the fuel, but they did, you know, briefly secure it there, and now this machine gun's capping down the bottom here. Combat engineers could come in for a flank. Jumping into the building.
Grenadier squad is ready.
Gonna push onto the cutoff. Grenadier right there though, freshly spawned. Very fast reactions from Isildur, backing away from that. Really, really fast. Looks like he knew what was coming. Okay, here we go. First major engagement. Both players committing to this. Grenadier's coming in from the side. That's why Nicko willing to take maybe a slightly bad one, fighting the light cover against heavy. Despite having the numbers there, but extra Grenadier coming in. Meanwhile, this pyre was tying up this conscript. Now getting chased off. Flamethrower involved here. And these guys are pretty clumped up. Looks like that flamethrower is hitting a lot of models. So it's actually gone pretty well for Isildur. Don't know what this conscript is doing. I don't know what that was going on there, Isildur, but he's retreating now. Very, very strange. I don't know what was they doing? It's like running around. I don't know, it must be a misclick. Managing to sneak his way down onto the cutoff though with another squad of conscripts. Healing's online. He only just popped it, and tier 2 coming up for Isildur as well. Both just plant their tech like right next to it. I guess so they can, in this case, heal while they're building. Still doing a similar thing to what we saw from Nicko last game, just camping up this side, sandbag on the cover. Nicko not really testing the boundaries of that. Playing more through the middle, trying to guard what he's got rather than expanding onto the enemy's side. See Nicko backing up, trying to get out of the heavy cover so he doesn't get roasted by that flamethrower, but Alpha in, didn't cancel it. Kind of ran back into a little bit with the combat engineer. Doesn't have healing up, so these models on low health could be a bit of a liability. Doesn't have any Vet 1 grenadiers yet either for med kits. But Nicko going with a maybe more traditional style. 3 grenadiers into the fast tech 222. So, you know, it's not like crazy fast. Sometimes we see them on the field already now. 6-ish minutes, pretty standard timing. Tier 3 is up for Isildur. And looks like he's on track for an extremely fast T70 as well. He's had almost a complete lockdown on this fuel bar those first like 2.5 minutes-ish. And now taking control over here as well. First rifle nade, you know, he kind of bet quite a lot on it. And it didn't really pay off too much, Nicko. His first like 120-ish munitions that you use as Velocity is just so important. Do you go for healing? Do you go for LMGs? Do you go for mines? Dictates what happens so heavily in these matches. So came out there, attacked round, kills off the mine. Now looking for other opportunities. See the coast is clear. Came up here with the 222's vision. Pushing onto the field now. Conscripts backing up to the big manor. On the other side, Nicko setting up a 2-on-1. No Molotovs for Isildur yet. Got another conscript coming in from the bottom as well. And here's the T70. I think this is even like slightly faster, maybe like 10 or so seconds faster than we saw in the previous game. Just a unbelievably fast T70 on both matches. But the pack is already completed for Nicko. So he's about ready. Does have his healing up now as well, finally, so
Combat infantry now have access to additional equipment and
all right.
tactics.
Combat engineers heard the 222 down here, which opens up the door for more success on the other side for Isildur. Looks like he's committing more resources to hold on to the fuel over here.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Friendly fire from the T-70. Guards chasing down the 222. Machine gun just not really working out too well. Did manage to suppress before they made it into cover. I think that maybe that's a bit of a common theme so far in both matches where MG42 wasn't that potent. They had trouble setting up angles where they could actually catch their opponents out in the open and suppress them. Rifle nade in there. Pretty well dodged by Isildur. G43's popping for Nicko on the Grenadiers, and they did run off the combat engineers pretty well. A nice tripwire there. Probably sees the pack coming. Looked like he's got to line up an attack ground attempt, but didn't happen. There goes the tripwire again. Can't two tripwires on that one sandbag? That's crazy. Guards are a major obstacle, but kind of luckily for Nicko, they get pushed out by his own T-70 driving through. Pack missing. Don't know if you have vision of that, if that was an attack round again. Either way though, so far both times the Soviet player dominating.
Infantry rested and ready to advance rapidly.
Pack's rolling up here. I was gonna say, I think he's set up too far there, hasn't he? Here he comes now. Sandbags here, backfire on Isildur. Pack misses its shot though, that's always sad when that happens. Guards inside the building, causing problems. Got the heavy mod on the field now for Isildur, so both players on the Soviets on this map doing basically identical builds. But it seems like Nicko having a bit more success. He has picked up a 4th Grenadier at some stage. He's actually got control of the fuel. And the 222's able to, you know, maybe chase away combat engineers and stuff on the edges. Guards rolling up, those sees him coming, has to back away, doesn't want to take too much PTRS fire. Pyros have got a lot to do. Repairs, sweeping, capping, spotting. So lightening the load, trying to avoid damage on the 222 matters a lot. You may notice this building's got extra hedges on it as well. Like the Master League changes. Which makes it honestly like a pretty bad building in most scenarios. G43s though seem to be doing pretty well against the conscripts. And you would expect that to happen, but once the 7-man upgrade comes online, that's when it becomes a lot harder for the G43s. 7-man conscripts get a good power spike in combat, and they're cheaper to reinforce. So Nicko's making a tactical decision. He wants a power spike right now with those G43s. It's going to cost him later on, though. Oh, what a heavy mortar hit. SMG, they're doing well in this position. Dodging away from these mortar shells with the grenadiers. So yeah, at the moment it's looking a bit better for Nicko than it was for Isildur at a similar point in the match. Nicko's now also picking up his second AT gun. He's got his battle phase underway as well. A lot of tripwires from Isildur. I think that kind of shows that he's in good form, right? You've got spare micro to plant tripwires everywhere. So you've got APM to burn. Okay, tech is coming up now. Double packs. Will Isildur be as successful at dodging them with his T-70 as Nicko was? Watching them push these corpses around, don't mind me. Back shot in. Dodges away before that heavy mortar shell lands, at least with the grenadiers. Cover's been wired off up here, so guards in a good engagement. Lobs the grenades, easy dodge though, saw that coming a mile off. Conscript's trying to oorah in for a snare, but MG hangs in there. T-70 though, maybe some attack rounds, yep. Both missing, but keeping Isildur on his toes. Looking for those opportunities. So this is a powerful timing for Isildur to be in control of both fuel points, right as Nicko wants to be pushing out a tank. This fuel income looking rather unimpressive. In fact, it could even be Isildur pushing out a T-34-85 before the P4 arrives this time round. A quick look at the KD ratio. Yeah, not that good for Nicko. Does often happen with those G43s though. You have to run to close quarters for a lot of fights, and then, you know, you bleed more. Might win fights, but you take more damage on the way in and cost you manpower in the long term. This is what they excel at. Indeed, Isildur is the first one to start his tank up, and Nicko's still maybe a minute or two away from getting his. There goes another mine. T-70 coming back across. Guards chasing away the packs. Grenadiers trying to get rid of the guards, but the T-70's there, and the packs can't find an angle because of the building. So really clinic, I'd say, on positioning there from Isildur. And by the time he's pushing forward to the packs, hoping to catch the T-70 out this side, it's hiding, and conscripts are here, ready to force them away. Nice little Molotov there as well. Ooh, manages to crawl in the building just as they got pinned, so they will recover pretty quickly. A huge suppression recovery bonus when you're inside a building. Okay, there we go, one shot through on the T-34. Isildur looking to return the favor, do almost the exact same move we saw in the previous match. One pack getting decrewed. That was a really lucky T-34 shot. Here comes some grenadiers, maybe looking to get some Fausts off. T70's going in. T70 I think is going to die here to chain Fausts. Recrewing the packs. I think he lost his Pyro doing that. 222 needs to shoot the T70, not the recon plane. Is the T34 going to go down? There goes the T70. And there goes the 85 as well. Max range from the pack, knocking it out. Might have been an attack round even. That was looking like it was going to be GG. But Isildur pushing his luck there.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, he drives out of there just before the guards can kill him. That was big. Nicko is way behind on VPs, but let's see if he can stabilize now.
We are losing a sector.
Both of Isildur's vehicles. Doesn't have any pyros to repair the 222, so that's kind of useless right now. Can't do much with that. He's had to spend a crazy amount reinforcing everything. Recrewing his team weapons. So that's gonna hurt as well.
The enemy is taking our territory.
I'll push forwards here, but this was a miscalculation for Nicko. Pack's coming up though to kill off the sandbags. Alright. Nice grenades. Conscripts dodge forwards, but dodging forwards into the G43s is quite good. 222 comes out to the edge, trying to do something, but oh, just dies to small arms damage. That was an unlucky string of penetrations there. But that just kind of shows how desperate Nicko is to try and gain map control. He's willing to send the 222 out there. And you can see that Nicko's going for fuel, but he doesn't really need fuel that much. He needs victory points. Needs to stop bleeding so much manpower as well. Just can't afford tanks because he keeps having to reinforce.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And Isildur's going to be the first one to build a tank after all that carnage. T345 about to pop out. You can see the G43s are doing pretty respectably against the conscripts. Even past 7-man upgrades, just once you have to pay the reinforced bill afterwards, that's where the conscripts show their worth. Give you more. Has felt pretty good on this map for both games, I'd say. So looks like still on a map like Famenville where you can just like park right next to your base and blast the entire map. Still seems to be a pretty good option, even post nerfs.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Here we go, another T-34 85 on the field for Isildur. Before the P4 arrives. Quick reactions from Nicko on the retreat. So strapped for manpower, trying to reinforce everything at the moment.
Reinforcements complete. It is secure.
Okay, conscripts sneaking around the corner here. Getting through the building. Flanking the machine gun. G43's muscling up pretty well though. Still got that mortar blasting away, however. It's up to Vet 2 already, 12 kills. At that 13. MG hanging on by a thread.
We are losing a sector.
Lucky to even get out of it with that. There we go, P4 heading to the top, gets a great shot straight away. T-45's up there though to respond. Marks the P4. The packs are nearby. Conscripts may be going to spot them. No machine gun upgrade for Nicko. I wonder if he's going to stall up for the close air support loiter. Just in general, P4 machine gun upgrades have been rather unpopular in the series we've cast so far from this tournament.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Didn't dodge the grenade, but didn't actually do that much. Now the AT gun's in some major trouble. Conscript's right on top of it. Still marked, by the way. Bounces that shot though. Its armor holds up.
We are losing a sector.
It's Isildur question marking. Not sure. Some lag or something? I don't know. Another mine goes off. Every time he comes out here, he's dropping 2 models to a mine. Which means that, you know, after he gets his cap off, it's not really very safe to come in and cap more territory with that squad. It's a shame there's 2 models every time as well. Nicko could do with a break, maybe get caught with only 1 model drop to a mine. There he goes, retreating off the edge after that. Okay, he's still pushing out a Zis at this timing. You know, like manpower and fuel-wise, he could have gone for just about anything else. He wants the Zis. Is the like safest option. No artillery for Nicko to counter it. But yeah, Nicko seems to have finally stabilized. Building up his pyros again so he can actually repair this Panzer IV. Still hasn't committed to the machine gun.
A squad of pioneers has enemy forces are securing our territory.
Because maybe that's one good thing about the G43s. Actually.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Chopped up there. 1 model, not too bad. But you can see he's just keeping the pressure up every time. Capping, mining. That's really keeping the pressure on Nicko. Good positioning for its reveal. Molotov out as well, heavy mortar colliding. Just makes these fights so hard for Nicko every time. Heavy mortar out the back next. Before it's coming back in. Coming out here with the sweepers, there's actually 2 mines here. Before it's coming out this way, maybe. Ooh, thinking it can attack round, kill them off. Pyros die though, that's a disaster for Nicko. He really needs that pyro. One of the packs misses its shot on the T-34 as well. It's going to hang around to attack round that mine away. Misses its shot though, that's going to be irritating. Got a bit of a flank here from these conscripts as well. G43 is doing their best to hold on. Doesn't actually kill that mine off. Nicko's got the loiter ready. It kind of feels like he's staging for an attack. He's going to reveal the pack's positioning by running past that capture circle though. And he's pushing up on the heavy mortar. Oh, and there goes the double mines back to back. Gets a squad wipe this time round. Nicko, I think he spotted 1 with the sweeper, but I don't think he spotted the second. I guess he's at that stage where he's like, I just need to cap right now. I need, you know, if I do it with 2 models, that's fine, but it wasn't fine. Still had the second layer of mine ready for the wipe. Again, maybe Nicko's getting a bit unlucky. He seems to be dropping 2 models to every single mine, but it's how it goes sometimes. Does Nicko giving up? He tries to lob a grenade in there. He's staying in this engagement that is not good for him for a very long time. Chushin now for Isildur. He's cruising on easy street. Almost like 20 population ahead, and maybe about to be like 35 here shortly. Nicko can barely even repair his P4. He's rebuilding the pyros now. The combat engineers see the pack over here? Why did the T-34 disengage? So he's going to split the packs up. This one's quite far back though. Maybe he's expecting a push. That's exactly what's coming from Isildur's conscripts. Pack pushing up here. Connects, but this could be lights out. Okay, loiter coming in from Nicko. Takes a while before the first attack plane comes through. Chusha into the middle, meanwhile. Conscripts, I mean, Greenies look like they're going to survive. Conscripts, though, got to kill the pack, and yeah, attack plane didn't come through for meaningful damage on the T-34. Team weapon down. So, Soviets winning pretty handily in both games. I think both times, you know, we saw the Soviet player maybe taking slightly better engagements in the early stages, somehow avoiding machine gun suppression pretty effectively, locking down like 1.5-ish fuel and racing their T-70 out 7.5-ish minutes in both games. And that's just very, very hard to respond to. Isildur, you know, just locking things down, you know, those mines on the edges, tough to deal with, trip wires and stuff, just constantly bleeding Nicko. And, you know, off the back of that bleed, Nicko not claiming as much map control, leaving more munitions for Isildur, just reinforcing him being able to continue that pattern. Nicko really struggling, you know, it was a good stop of the dive, killed both tanks, but was just under so much pressure he couldn't even bounce back from that, you know, and there we go. When the Soviet players like almost got the same KD ratio as the Aussie player, you know that's trouble. Well, anyway, guys, that was game 2. And at this rate, you know, gonna be getting some best of 5 action. Game 3 of the Angry Dutchman's 1v1 tournament in the finals. And now we've got Nicko playing as US forces. Bit of a surprise there. And Isildur with OKW. He's locked into breakthrough straight away. Nicko's got airborne, tactical support, and urban assault. The map is Mill Road. So a bit of a shock. I'm wondering if this was like part of the rules. They had to change to Western Front factions or something for the full best of 5. I don't know. Okay, so Kubel just doing a bit of a drive-through, crushing all sorts of fences, so I'm sure Nicko knew exactly where it was. Doesn't quite manage to complete the capture there. Only 2 rifles for Nicko and then the tech, so maybe looking to do some double officer action. Does have tactical support, my old favourite for those kind of plays. And looks like maybe Isildur can convert this into a bit of cut-off action. Nicko, you know, 1 squad down at this stage. Not terribly well suited to getting involved in a fight. And Isildur's just gone straight into Fusiliers as well. Not even a single Folk Scream, which is a little bit uncommon, given how much these guys like to plant sandbags. So there we go. Stimpires closing in. They take a mod drop on the way through. 2 mod drops pretty early. Makes the fight really tough for them. I think, you know, conceivably they could have won that, but RNG didn't go their way this time round. So it was Lieutenant first for Nicko. Into a 50 cal. Fusiliers meanwhile decapping the fuel. So overall, map control for Nicko a bit rough. And just slightly lower unit count start. And the Kugel's applying, a bit of pressure as well. Backpedaling, maybe trying to get behind some sturdier light cover. Get this whole squad behind there, perhaps. And while Lieutenant's doing some major damage up on the top. There's a capping here. And we get the decap off. Lieutenant's coming around. Does have the bazooka ticking, so maybe was intending to get rid of the Kugel with that. Cal's finally here though. It's heading to the bottom. Maybe Nicko gonna try return the favor here. Get a bit of harass down into Isildur's fuel. He didn't wire off this piece of heavy cover that's pretty common to use over here. Did they slightly reposition it further out of the circle? In this modded version? Maybe they did. At the moment though, not actually rushing onto the fuel. Playing very conservatively with this machine gun. Echelon jumping behind the heavy cover there. He's actually backing out of here. Wow, I'm really surprised he didn't try push onto the fuel with that. Oh, it's an opportunity missed by Nicko. Briefly activate detection just to see what's coming. We've got 3 Fusiliers. Gauss didn't set up. Maybe the gunner model got stuck behind the sight blocker. That was a bit weird. An early ambulance from Nicko after all this. So maybe he's not doing double officer. He hasn't gone for mechanized yet.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Body blocking his own retreat there. There it goes. Can jump into this building. So far, so good for Isildur, I'd say. Definitely done a lot more harass. He's got the flak half track coming in at a pretty sharp timing, showing that he hasn't suffered much bleed. Good 9 for 5 KD ratio. Maybe the Kugel's been the one soaking up the damage. So considering like how many units Isildur went with early on, this flak half track's coming in at a fast timing. Kind of the timing you'd usually see with maybe one fewer starting unit. So there could be problems. Okay, Nicko has started up the captain. Just about here. ISG now for Isildur to try and counter this building, it looks like.
You've got a captain hitting the field.
He's going to charge straight in here with all the rifles. I thought maybe Nicko would try a tactic there where he maybe like put the lieutenant behind light cover and charged him with the rifles, forced Isildur to switch his focus fire across. Wasn't trying any of those tricks. Do have a crawler there. I don't think it would have seen the flak.
Support gun deployed. Crew ready for orders.
An AT gun now for Nicko. You heard this coming down, just crushing a bunch of cover on its way through. Repositioning with the captain, getting behind heavy cover instead. The T-gun is on the field, but still on base, so you could kind of just buying time while he caps on the top side. Just trying to hold out here for as long as he can. Be annoying. These up here don't have the G43s yet, though they are upgrading. So as soon as those pop, we'll be able to run on top of these riflemen. There we go, ISG working on the building. Jumps out.
Losing a capture point.
Still about half health already gone from that, so he sets up the next ISG barrages, maybe a bit of a risk of a decrew. There we go, the double vehicles forcing Nicko off the top, but it's not too bad, you know, the split on the map is pretty much even. This guy's AT gun up here, maybe expecting a flak move from this angle.
All sectors, ability now ready.
Okay, and again, ISG going after the 50. Drops 2 models there. So the Sternpires though, so it's a pretty even trade. Didn't even notice, but he did chuck down a set of med crates back there, Isildur, while he was getting his flak going. Be careful with this lieutenant, he'll start dropping a crazy amount of manpower with his health. You can tell they only dropped 1 model, that's not too bad.
A capture point is being overrun.
Got bars online now for Nicko, has locked into urban assault, so no M1919s. Suppressed before he made into the heavy cover there. Does not have his own indirect. ISG barraging out the back. Surprised. Oh, maybe the Kubel. Maybe the Kubel knew. Meanwhile, flak half track so far. Not a single even shot at it from the AT gun. So that's bad news. You know, maybe if it had gone for a shot and missed, that'd be alright, but hasn't even got a sniff of a shot. Sternpires out the back here, trying to do some work. That machine gun very low. Meanwhile, the AT gun under some pressure from the Fusiliers. Of course, Nicko's gonna have a vision disadvantage. All these G43 Fusiliers are rather formidable. Oh, AT gun. Made out. Oh my... That wiped the rifleman? Oh, I don't believe it. That did not look like there was going to be a squad wipe to me. Unlucky. Two Greys, they're not that powerful. I am surprised. It's like he retreated in time. Maybe like the timer relative to where the actual projectile was a bit misleading. Got the AP ammo on the 50 to force the flak back a bit. But yeah, so far, AT guns landed 1 shot on the Kubel, that's it. Tough start for Nicko. Did pick up a second 50 cal, and you know, with 2 50 cals, that can be hard to handle. Just the 1 ISG, but does have a lot of flare potential from the Fusiliers. Makes it a lot easier than it would be with Volks Grenadiers, that's for sure.
Lay footings for Panzer HQ here.
Oh, bazooka missed. Might get 1 more chance here. Missed again. Gets the cap off on the point note. Got a 50 cal covering in the corner as well. Machine gun inside the building here, causing Nicko some trouble. He's crawling through the middle. Did he rebuy those riflemen? believe he did. Did have the option of going for like ranges, I suppose. Chose not to. Maybe one of the snares. That is maybe one of the drawbacks of this kind of build. You have one less rifle to start off with, so if you lose a rifle, you've only got one snare in unit. Makes things tricky, and the ones, especially not too bad in team games, we don't need snares as much, but the 1v1s is tough. Officially a vision again, just making it easy for Isildur to counter what Nicko's up to here. Oh wow, he went for the grenade launcher. He's going to try sneak up from behind the sight blocker and attack round, clear out this machine gun. So it doesn't reach too well. Have to kind of come around the corner a little bit with the squad. Gets one more off. Now has to retreat. Forces the machine gun out of the building though. Means he didn't have to go for indirect fire. I don't know where he's going with the squad now though. Oh, I mean honestly, a mortar just for some smoke through the middle. It's not like you can afford to send the re-echelon around the long way to counter this building constantly. The grenade launcher really like tickles the building's structural integrity. It's probably going to continue to be a problem. Alright, Obers. They're on the field. Tick quite far back, still covering the cutoff, but yeah, defensive spot for it. Again, clapping away some shots. By the time the AT gun rotates, it's already long gone. Got the detection back there from the Cooper as well. Prominently positioned. Trying to make some moves here. Doesn't have grenades ticked yet. Trying to attack round. Probably would actually be good if he destroyed the shrubbery, so. Oh! Kubel dies. AT gun pushed up on it. Okay. Nice little kill there for Nicko through the middle. Getting rid of that detection is going to be really handy as well. Lieutenant getting forced away now. Giving up on that. Little stun nade in there. Okay. They just hold their position, come out of the stun, start blasting. Does have the incendiary device. That assists in forcing the retreat, allows Nicko to claim the top. He's got a lot of low health units, but what's the map control? BP situation in Isildur's favor at this stage. Oh, back camera control from me. There's the AT gun. Ooh, rifleman sneaking around the corner. There's just a wee little gap there. Black half track maybe doesn't quite have vision. That worked out super well for Nicko. He threw that incendiary device straight away at the start. He might have even got the decrew. And how late that retreat was. 50 cal slightly repositioning here. Maybe also doesn't quite have vision. It looks like it could do, but somehow does not. It's going to reveal itself. The ISG maybe as well as it retreats. Needs to reposition this again afterwards. Okay, Sherman. Nicko, the first to get it, though it's not a particularly fast one. You can see he's got about an extra 2 minutes worth of fuel, 2 or 3 minutes extra fuel after getting it. Shows you a little bit manpower starved. Maybe the side effects of having to rebuild that rifleman. Have another look at the KD ratio. I mean, all things considered, is not too bad for Nicko, considering he's up against flak half track, which is really helping Isildur's control. could be worse. But the P4 hits the field at roughly the same time as the Sherman. Sherman does have the dozer blade coming through. Really helps it in the head-to-head matchup. It does also slow it down a bit. We do have a Raketin for Isildur as well. So he's prepared. Bit of bazooka action there, tipping the engagement in Nicko's favour. Okay, here double bars on that captain, so he's pretty strong. And that's another side effect, not just the extra health, the extra armor from that dozer blade, bouncing that shot. Right on the top side, so a pretty good connection. Okay, bazooka's finally getting some hits off. I got 2. Managed to reload before the suppression kicked in there. Sherman round in the corner, trying to get some hits off. Just leaving it on high explosive mode. Don't see this point in the corner capped too often. Nicko going for it though, with the major.
We're losing a capture point.
Ooh, big hit from the P4. Sherman though coming in, looking for some overbleed.
Sherman ready to go.
Bit of a late retreat from the major, nearly dies. Sherman's armor not holding up too well there. Takes quite a lot of damage. Ooh! Goes for a cheeky long-range attack round. AP ammo popped on the AT gun. And lands 2 clean hits. Meanwhile, he's still making a bit of a push with these 2 squads. Easy dodge though. He's already well away from that. Probably should have cancelled that one. Whoa! That was just a scatter shot. They're shooting at the... Maybe that was an attack round, actually. Okay, Sherman smoke into the middle. Interesting. Ooh. I've been looking for some angles. The P4's there, though, to guard. Black half track was watching the bottom. Good start though for the M1 of Nicko. Vet 1 very early. Good pin rate to kick things off. There's that grenade launcher as well. It does mean that Nicko is vulnerable to the mines, but I don't think we've seen like any mines planted. At least so far. A Fusilier flare up, sees everything through the middle. The ISG getting rid of MG here. Quick activations on the AP ammo, but it bounced nonetheless. He's popped the take aim as well, looking for a couple of hits. I think he can still... Well, maybe you can't see it behind the shrubbery anymore. Didn't quite have the angle. Now a Jackson for Nicko. I mean, he's done a pretty good job keeping everything alive. Obers are climbing in Vet though. Once they hit that Vet 2 power spike, that's when they really come online, and that's when the riflemen start to melt. They're getting closer. Cheeky attack round there from the grenade launcher. I mean, Nicko's getting some pretty good value out of the grenade launcher. Yeah, T-Gun's in a nice position here as well. Maybe doesn't quite have vision. Be a problem for the P4 though.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point.
Just to get around the side, didn't quite manage it. There's the AP though. Oh, that was greedy from Isildur. Didn't pop the smoke. AT gun polishes him off with the Vet 1 and the AP rounds. Didn't need the AP rounds, but hey, better safe than sorry. Just in case the P4 wraps the corner or something, I guess. Speaking round in the corner, Jackson comes around and gets blasted. You have double Rakitans now from Isildur. But Nicko's in a good position right now to just kind of camp. He's got the long-range firepower from the Jackson. If he can just, you know, not bleed, just close the VP gap a bit, stall up for the Calliope, he's in a good spot.
The enemy is reduced to 300
And then the
points.
Calliope can just rinse these team weapons, get the squad wipes, get the win. But yeah, it's interesting that he sort of decided to lock into a second Raketin and maybe instead of a Jagdpanzer. Interesting choice from him. Makes me wonder if he's going to try to stall up for like a King Tiger next. Ooh! He's a King Tiger when you got this Panzer IV, gets the decro on the AT gun just there, recruits it straight away. The AP rounds. Cleared the vet off though, and I think that was vet 2. So that's something for Isildur, and a good amount of bleed from that P4. 13 kills on that. It's only the Sherman hit the field at roughly the same time. It's only got 5. And it's been using HE for quite a lot of that. Really just shows how well that P4 has been doing. Vet 2. What climb on veteran seat. Up to the top. There is a Raketin back here though. Maybe did it get spotted by the capture flag? Maybe not. Usually see it from long range though. Bounces the shot though that smokes it out. This is an interesting choice. Pushing forwards now. Okay, brings the Sherman back in. What a shot from the ISG. It's the squad to about half. Jackson round in the corner, but the Raketin's there to cover it. Sherman though getting some decent hits. Bit of a move here from Nicko. Now pushing into the middle. Do have a Fusilier flare up, providing some vision of the action. Looking for this MGD crew. Not happening though. And the Molotov there though. Doing well against the Obers, forcing them to retreat. The Riflemen, you know, holding their own against the Fusiliers thanks to those bars. A lot of reinforcing and repairing, though, required for Nicko after that. And it looks like Isildur has again, like, accelerated away in the KD ratio between, like, those P4 kills, the Obers hitting Vet 2, and ISG out back, just, like, slamming in. Even discounting its 15 kills, the amount of like damage it's doing with its shots, then some follow-up firepower from the squads. It's doing a lot of damage, resulting in a lot of kills for it and the rest of the army. So Nicko is actually struggling to just keep up reinforcing everything right now. This often happens with US forces in the late game. Pretty hard to keep up with those manpower bills.
Panther, ready for action.
Don't have discounts like the Eastern Front factions do in the late game.
Say again. Rounds complete.
The squad is back to full strength.
Needs the Sherman to start popping off. It's a little bit strange, he never went for the machine gun on it. Maybe it's because he was low on munitions earlier. Hasn't picked it up still. And now we've got a Panther on the field for Isildur, so that's his choice. No Jagdpanzer. Really nice machine gun angle here, shutting things down. He smokes it out though with the Sherman. First smoke pot though, didn't really cover things up. There's a really bad scatter on the smoke from that Sherman. Meanwhile, 50 cal goes down and it's completely destroyed over here as well. Double Rakitins are there to back things up. The bazooka coming around the corner. Could maybe get the P4. No, Jackson misses the kill shot. Well, maybe. Oh boy. Sherman, though, with the extra health from the dozer blade, lasting a little bit longer. The AT gun on Nicko goes down. The bazooka's not really getting involved in this. Sherman sacrifices itself, and the Panther tries to switch angles. Didn't manage to shoot in time. The Sherman does still go down. Jackson's in a corner here. The Raketans are chasing it. Oh my goodness, he's not on prioritized vehicles. He reveals himself shooting it. Oh my gosh. Ooh-wee. So yeah, I think Nicko could have done a bit more there with that bazooka lieutenant, but he was focused on the tanks, understandable. But that bazooka came in. Like, I think, you know, if that Jackson had landed that one shot on the P4, the bazooka then could have landed 2 shots on it as well and killed it. If you microed it hard. Didn't happen, but then the bazooka also could have come in onto the rear armor of the Panther. We got 2 shots off there. Maybe his Sherman could have survived. Maybe a completely different engagement. T-gun's up there, hoping for some shots. Before 21 kills. I think Nicko probably needs to rebuild the Sherman. Just needs something sitting on the front lines. And, you know, like maybe a regular Sherman has trouble surviving. But with the extra health and armor from the dozer blades, it's not going to drop immediately to the double Raketans. Nicko finally reinforced and everything, but yeah, he's struggling on the KD ratio, continuing to struggle. Meanwhile, the infantry support guns up to Vet 5 now. Penetration, damage, and scatter. Oh boy, double Raketans are right there. The flares up sees them. He was blitzing out of there, though. I don't know if that was 100% necessary. Riflemen, though, are getting cut down. He's kind of quite desperate about this push, Nicko, and this is costing him a huge amount of manpower. Drops a bar, too, with the obers right there for the collection. Oh, that was really not a good play. He's not that low on VPs that he needs to be desperately going for a cap like that. I don't know, man. That was ugly. Yeah, he's still got like 250 left. He doesn't need to be suiciding his riflemen, charging into Fusiliers behind heavy cover, trying to go for a cap. It's just not necessary. Yeah, dropping that bar as well. That's just so bad. Ober's up to Vet 3 now. Riflemen don't stand a chance against them. Remember, he did lose that second 50 cal as well, so he doesn't have as much suppression to contain the obers anymore either. The Fusilier flares provide Isildur with a lot of vision, a lot of confidence to make these attacking plays here. Late retreat. Oh my god, what is he doing? Nicko. He's trying to bait, maybe? Jackson's coming around the corner. Flares are still up. He's making a move with the Jackson, maybe getting one more shot in. Okay, that was alright. Cover to cover in here from Nicko. Doesn't have much supporting infantry. And the Ober's running through the smoke with some confidence. You have these Sherman rolling up now. The Kittens are heading to the top side as well, though. It's a decent range for the... Oh, camera control. For the bar rifleman to be operating in, at least. Oh, that ISG, though. Oh, Sherman came through. If that was a clean hit, that could have been an Ober wipe. Crushes off the wire. Oh, speaking of clean hits, there we go. The first big hit from Nicko's Sherman.
The enemy now have 200 points.
Nearly gets the squad wipe off of that. They were mega clumped. Didn't happen though. Barely, but still alive. Yes, we're pretty close to another Panther. Imagine that's what he's going to go for again. And he's just popping off these Fusilier flares left, right, and center. Constant flare actions, pretty much where all his munitions is being spent at the moment. Fusilier flare vision. These guys love their vision. Okay, he's sprinting in. The Jackson is open. Oh my goodness. Okay, Nicko's aware, jumps back inside before it gets stolen. That would have been a hilarious disaster. Look at this formation in the middle. That's where you need the Calliope, but he hasn't been able to save the manpower for that. 50 cal goes down on the top side as well. This is the problem with US forces in these late game scenarios. So much manpower bleed. Hard to keep up. Hard to continue to make army. Smoking into the middle now. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea with the smoke. Sherman's coming in. Still doesn't have the dozer blade on this. Maybe if he got luckier with the scatter, could have got some overbleed. He's driving through here. This is... I don't know about this. Jackson misses first shot as well. That's a really bad start to the attack for Nicko, but smoke's still there. We're getting spun around for the Jackson. Okay, got the snares off though. Jackson is slowed. Let's just get a Molotov onto the machine gun. I think Nicko's going to be able to get out of here, but again, he's bleeding a crazy amount of manpower on his squads. B4's coming back in, but just to deal with the infantry. Look at the rate of fire on that P4 now. That is nasty. It's clumped up there as well. That ISG's just slamming in the damage. 24 kills. Has to be one of the best ISGs like ever, right? Getting like a kill a minute. Hasn't been, barely been like touched. Shooting with a bit of a drive-by, but immediately takes 2 Raketten hits. Trying to back out the same direction. Raketten misses here. He's dead. That was a greedy way to go. I thought he would come up and around. Came back through the same way. It's going in. P4's landed every shot. P4 just has a crazy rate of fire advantage. Jackson misses as well. Fusilier's about to come off. Anti-tank grenades cooldown. It's going to be game, I think. Ooh, the Fusilier squad did have to stay there for a long time. I think maybe the model throwing the grenades died, which delayed it coming out by a bit. So he loses his squad, but he got the Vet 2 Jackson for it.
Order received. We shall comply.
42 versus 88. Over double the army size right now. This game's pretty well over, but if Nicko's trying to drag it out, maybe he thinks he's got better stamina than Isildur in a longer series. Oh boy, there's that ISG again. This P4 is just a monster with its rate of fire at the moment. No machine gun upgrade, but as I said, he was very, very focused on flares. The fact that he's got so many kills without even the machine gun upgrades, startling. That main gun on the P4 has been crazy powerful. Testing his luck there, maybe hoping he could get like a lucky first hit with the P4 and maybe then could overrun this, but didn't happen. Does leave the AT gun though in front of the Obers. And they're vested up now, they've got the passive sprint so they can just like zip forwards into position to kill that super quickly. And yeah, there goes the AT gun of Nicko now. Just getting tickled by that machine gun, didn't get suppressed. P4's healthy again though, already. Oh my goodness, this P4, man.
Send orders.
Doesn't have smoke anymore from the Sherman. Hung in there for a little bit long with the re-echelon. Okay, there we go. He uses cover to cover. Aiming for smoke through the middle. Jackson's out the back. Snare off on the Panther. Well, the Kittens managed to work their way forwards onto the Jackson. Captain's coming around the corner for it. Oh, the Sturmpos. They try to go into repair mode on the Panther and they get wiped by the Rifleman. Thought maybe the Captain was going to run past so it didn't get suppressed. Oh boy. Oh, there goes the Lieutenant. A little bit late on the exit, got hit by a nice G-shot, then polished off by the Fusiliers.
Pioneers reporting for duty.
Never managed to take grenades on the Rifleman. Ooh, was that friendly fire? Just about wiped his own squad there. Another bar on the ground. I suppose only really the Stern Pioneers can pick it up. That's not too bad. But yeah, what I was talking about with the grenades. You know, the incendiary devices, they're handy, you know, they force MGs out buildings, help if your riflemen get in close and personal, but they don't really threaten the squad wipes like rifleman grenades do. Maybe that's, you know, what Nicko is missing a bit. Squad wipe potential. So it's just insane, man. 30 kills. Definitely MVP of the match. Re-echelon nade launcher though, it was pretty well used by Nicko. He didn't really need to pick up a mortar or anything. Got some good value out of it. And because Isildur didn't plant any mines, didn't really get punished either. Never get having a sweeper. Ooh, only 2 kills now on that P4. That's trying to take the MVP crown away from the ISG. The rolling forwards. Jackson's backing away. Get one extra shot off, but it's a miss. Jackson's still getting in the scraps, trying to get some free hits off with its range advantage. It's the neutralize in there before the Obers arrive. But then afterwards, a little bit late on the retreat. I was trying to make use of their suppressing fire, but I think they had to reload the LMG right as he popped the ability. Still managed to get the suppression through, though. Panthers rolling forwards again. The Jackson's still hanging about, lingering in that area. Can you squeeze the Jackson through here? Yeah. That might have been too narrow. Oh, gets a snare off. Hang on a second. 27 points left, though.
Americans are wavering. They're down to 25 points.
Giga overs. Vet 5. Sprint. Out of combat heal. Yeah, that's GG. There we go. So yeah, it was a pretty good start for Isildur. I think, you know, he got on the harass pretty effectively. Really exploited Nicko for going for, like, you know, 2 rifles into officer tech, missing that 3rd rifle early on, and Isildur pounced on that, made the most of it in terms of map control. And then with that early flak half track, he did an incredible job not getting hit by the AT gun, like, at all. For the first, like, 10 minutes on that flak half track. Somehow just didn't get shot a single time. And that really turned up the pressure. I think Nicko maybe suffering a little bit, having to rebuy that first rifle loss, ended up delaying his Sherman a bit. But yeah, you know, could have gone either way. You know, Nicko getting some okay hits with the Sherman HE. Maybe could have been squad wipes in some other scenarios. Things have gone his way a bit more. Did feel like he was, yeah, well, just in the late game, maybe pushing with the rifleman a bit too long, hanging in the fights for too long, and it was bleeding him a crazy amount of manpower. He's really struggling to go above about like 75 on army because of all of his bleed. He really did need that, like, final unit to counter what Isildur was doing. Maybe the Calliope, maybe another Sherman. Well, anyway, guys, yeah, they're 2-1 to Isildur. We'll go on to Game 4. Game 4 of the series between these two titans. Isildur going with Brits. He's locked into Lend-Lease Assault. On the right hand side, Nicko with a good abuse gone for Breakthrough. So Lend-Lease Assault, I think, you know, one of the stronger 1v1 commanders, but is kind of like a race against time with it. I often feel like, you know, can get off to a really strong start with these assault sections, but especially in these late game scenarios when these players are really, really strong, it'd be hard to find close quarters fights to make them useful in the later stages of the match.
Bargain ready.
So it looks like Nicko following the exact same build as he scored. No Fox Grenadier first, so no sandbags. You may have, like, noticed in that previous game, right? There were like no sandbags the entire match. Definitely changes the way the game feels. Imagine maybe Isildur's machine gun in that previous game would have been even stronger if he had a couple of sandbags down, locking down the middle. Yeah. Didn't go for that early Fox, and, you know, it was fine, part of his strategy. So Isildur decided to go for one section first, then into one assault section, now into the universal carrier, maybe after seeing the Kubel. Do the option of going for like UC first, so just give you a little bit less capping power early on. Maybe something you'd do if you're trying to go for 2 assault sections. And it's not too bad getting UC late, because then it's also very close to the time when you can get the Vickers upgrade on it after ticking up, so it's when it really hits its stride in terms of power. But he does have to be careful. Fusiliers, of course, do have their snares right from the start of the game, and that gives another thing for the UC to have to think about. Speaking of, the Vickers K about to pop now. And unable to get the harass off. Decap this fuel. Meanwhile, Isildur does look like he's going to complete the decap over here. Having a bit more success in the earlier stages. Now with that Vickers K online, that Fusilier is not going to last long. Gets behind cover here, making life difficult. But the other section's quite far away. And these are some big numbers for Nicko, so he's not going to be able to fight Isildur. Okay, there is the Royal Engineer. Universal Carriers coming down to the bottom, maybe trying to prevent any decapping of this territory point. We can see that Nicko doesn't have a Raketen yet, but it is possible that, you know, he could have been spitting one out at this timing. And that's something Isildur has to worry about. Maybe wants to keep this universal carrier above the threshold where it'll die to one hit. Just in case he gets surprised. Though, you know, universal carrier does have a pretty small target size Raketen and does miss it quite often as well. But yeah, looks like he's trying to get some repairs going, but he keeps getting interrupted. Speaking of getting interrupted, the healing got interrupted over there. Did he go for bolster? Yes, bolster online. So when did he take all those model drops? No, not that. It's because he got bolster. Needs to reinforce one model. And yeah, Isildur definitely off to a strong start. As I said, that's what you'd hope when you're playing this tactic. Because, you know, usually later on, the universal carrier is going to die. That's a bigger part of your army than maybe the Kubel. The Kubel can get more value, maybe like sitting behind here using detection. And the Fusiliers are going to scale well, maybe better than the assault section. There's going to be a delayed tick up though for Isildur after going for bolster. He's doing a pretty good job keeping Nicko off the fuel. Maybe it'll pan out for him in the end. Okay, Isildur going for a Vickers. That is a pretty big surprise to me, if I'm honest.
The capture point is being overrun.
Like, you know, if you're up against Fusiliers, going to be flaring it. The Vickers already like the worst machine gun for suppression. I don't know. Doesn't feel like that good of a plan to me.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Well, Nicko also getting a pretty fast flak after it. Maybe not quite as fast as one we saw from Isildur's previous match, but still very respectable timing on it. And the KD is pretty similar to what we saw in the last match. Universal carrying 6 kills. That's doing the lion's share. Very powerful in the early game. Because jumping into this building, I mean, while this building's still standing, it is a pretty strong option. Hasn't got Vet 1 on it yet, so no take aim to boost it up, otherwise could actually fight back okay against the flak. But yeah, nowhere near that, since he got it super late. Well, recently at least. I wouldn't say late, because I'm surprised he made it at all. So just making another section after going for bolster. Charging in here, but didn't go too well for the assault section, and I think he might actually lose it here.
Ready for battle.
Ooh, he gets kind of lucky. Flak misses his shots. That was a very close call. That was a lucky escape for Isildur. Assault section doesn't have like the best received accuracy, so it can drop pretty fast.
The new rifles are here. Hand them out. Orders.
Best target size, I suppose I should say. Gotta be careful about getting too close as well. Those Fusiliers got that long range snare. Oh, here comes the Rocketten. And there goes the Universal Carrier. Oh, speaking of light vehicles going down. He's still sneaking a 6-pounder around the corner. Gets the same thing happen. But I think Isildur was maybe relying on his Universal Carrier a bit more than the Kubel. Because it was kind of doing like the lion's share of damage when shooting at units camped behind cover.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
He leaves this section in here, brings the AT gun up to support the capture. Malvik is getting flanked over here. Back after parked in the middle. I don't think he still wants to challenge this. Oh, I guess wrong. Still doesn't have any healing in his base. I wonder if he's going to go for
Our capture point.
medics or
They're
mid
trying to
bunker
take it.
next. Does have that one section for healing. Was planting a mine, didn't finish it. Has popped breakthrough for the super fast decapture. Again, the assault section charging in, but the Sturmpos hold their ground. They are really close to getting up as well. Not ideal for the assault section to be charging in over open ground against Sternpo behind heavy cover. That's
Enemies
really not
threatening
what
a
you want to be
capture
doing
point.
if possible. But that's, like I was saying, maybe it can be trouble later on in the match. Makes it harder to find opportunities to use them. Two guns there, spinning around, and lands a shot. Smokes out of there just in case. Oof. Goes to the attack round. Sandbag killed. It's awkward for Isildur because he doesn't want to be in close quarters up against the G43s, but then the G43s are getting some heavy cover against him, so he's in a tough spot down there. Probably going to lose either way. Just trying to drag out the engagement. Some healing value now. Got the AT gun over here ready to support this. This store's got a huge amount of munitions, by the way. But maybe he'd have a sweeper out by now, start planting a couple mines. Okay, phosphorus grenade in there gets these guys a little bit low. Looking to turn on some bleed here with the Thompsons. Hey, there's a couple models, it's alright. The AT gun's pushed right the way up, by the way. But there's a bit of pressure coming in from the side. The Vickers is waiting around the corner, however. The AT gun might have pulled a little bit too far back. Vickers just can't suppress, dude. There's light cover completely flummoxing it. Finally gets it now. The flak's already long gone. And staying active, trying to avoid the ISG.
Anti-aircraft tank ready and waiting.
There is the Centaur hitting the field for Isildur. I mean, considering we went for bolster, this is a really fast Centaur. Kind of the timings you'd usually see a Centaur hitting without bolster, so that is pretty impressive.
Mine's in place. Watch your step, boyo.
Interesting that he went for the centaur as well. It does again give him a lot of anti-infantry.
Brin guns and Pied launchers can now be used by many units.
Doesn't need AA though, fighting against breakthrough. Got to be careful about parking on his own mine there as well. Okay, going up to the top side here. Second raketing from Nicko after seeing the centaur. Sandbags interrupted by the flak. Gets the cap off though before exiting. Nicko taking over on the KD ratio now. Look, all those assault section charge-ins costing a lot of manpower. Centaur's heading to the bottom, crushing a bunch of shrubs and stuff on his way down though, so Nicko knows exactly where it is. He's brought his raketing along. This is flare up as well actually, so I thought it was based on sound, but maybe it's based on sight. Assault section again. Bleeding a lot of manpower. Brains are online now though for Isildur. Looks like Nicko going for a split on his AT guns. Trying to cover more area rather than going for the kill on the centaur directly. But you can see the effects of Isildur's early fuel harass catching up with Nicko now. We're at the 15-ish minute mark. He's still very far away from a Panzer IV. Ooh, Nicko is slow getting out of there. Maybe some of his pathfinding options limited by these sandbags back here. And the attack ground comes good, gets the kill. That was really big. That puts Isildur in a really comfortable position, but hello, here's a grenade. Gets off to the side. Too spaced out though, didn't do that much. Where's this raketing going right now? Marching right into the double Brens. DP situation almost dead even. Oh, mine didn't get the D-crew though. Assault section going around the corner, but oh, there's a flak base back there. It's actually shooting at this squad though, not the assault section. Sandbag up on the fuel. Don't know if he needed to retreat there. Was he suppressed? I didn't notice. I've been able to just back away a couple steps and continue the decap. Was out of phosphorus there. I think that's a really good use of it because it enables him to hold this position quite a lot longer. He's going to lose the long range engagement anyway. Though Thompsons, they do have better drop off than a lot of other submachine guns. Don't fall off as hard in the mid-range. Actually, to get the salvage off there, Nicko. I mean, every drop of fuel counts right now. He's about to pop out that P4. Well, I imagine it's going to be. Okay, Hammer is online for Isildur now.
The squad is back to full strength.
Fusiliers with their long-range vision. Saw the MG reposition. Ducked out of there. Got a flare up now as well. Good amount of damage onto the centaur with that. Quick reactions though. Isildur maybe doing a bit better of a job dodging the infantry support gun fire than what we saw in the previous match. There's a say that he gets clobbered. Throws in a gammon bomb there. Maybe it wasn't like that clean on top of the building. I think it usually does more damage to a building like that. Not quite behind cover here somehow. Maybe a couple models weren't. Another assault section phosphorus nade out there. Fusiliers just go around the side. Kills off the sandbags for good measure. Smoke out after that. Still buying a lot of time here on the VPs.
Panzer IV deployed. Awaiting orders.
Smoke's about to wear off though. Right, phosphorus is ready to go again, however. Pretty fast cooldowns on those. Only 3 kills on the Centaur, by the way. I mean, considering he got that at 12 minutes, that's not that impressive. B4 could get that in like one shot, you know? Might. So a repeat of what we saw in the previous game. Chipping away. It's that low. There's only one AT gun at this stage for each door, and it's got almost no snares. Centaur can't really defend itself too well. He's got to be careful. As it stalls up for, I imagine it's going to be the Comet next. Make sure he doesn't get overrun in the next couple minutes though, while he saves up. See Nicko making use of breakthrough again. Didn't get much value out of it though. I think he maybe tried to make a move on the top side, but the Bren section was up there denying that extra squad a capping opportunity. Centaur still not even Vet 1, by the way. Some decent Vickers damage, but now it's at risk of getting decrewed. And there we go. That might have been the extra firepower, because Nicko did decide to get a machine gun upgrade, unlike what we've seen in most of the other games. And I think the extra damage from that actually sealed the kill on the Vickers. So that's gone. And yeah, look at that. 8 kills on the P4 after like 2 minutes. Compared to 5 on the Centaur. Supposed to be an anti-infantry. Well, I suppose anti-air, but anti-infantry specialist really. Immediately outperformed by the P4. This could be problems. It's round to the side. Good exit angle there from Isildur. Sapper's charging in here. The Centaur's coming back in. The AT gun is there. Occupied. Maybe doesn't quite have a direct angle. Does manage to connect. Twice. The Centaur finally getting an opportunity to sit still and shoot. Getting a few kills here while the Rakitans have retreated. Back out for repairs. Comet's about to pop out. But even once the Comet's on the field, it's not easy going for the Brit player. The Rakitans can still give it a lot of problems. Oftentimes it feels like you need your own indirect fire to win these, like a mortar pit. Not the easiest map to put a mortar pit on. I think sometimes we've seen most success from them being like down here from the spawn. That way it can help fight for both of those VPs. Putting it back here is just always gets pushed. Too hard to maintain that position. So, you know, he's got quite a lot of munitions, just about locked and loaded on a strafing support. Looking pretty good for him right now. The revival of the Comet. Nicko's still quite far away from his response. Well, I suppose he could build a Jagdpanzer pretty soon, but I'm guessing it's going to be the Panther. Not guaranteed though, could be the Jagdpanzer. I think if he was like elite armored and had the heat shells, maybe the Jagdpanzer would get the extra extra performance it needs, but
Tuggers have arrived on the front.
vanilla on vanilla might be the Panther. Isildur just contesting these VPs for as long as he can, but look at how quickly he gets reverted with breakthrough active. Decaps that in the blink of an eye. Same story in the middle. So Nicko's fighting back on the VPs with this breakthrough now. All neutralized though. He's always pulled, you know, a good 120 point lead. But this is his timing. You know, he's got his first Comet on the field. This is his maybe strongest moment in the game. Breakthrough does have a pretty long duration as well. Section charging in here. We're pretty close to Vet 3. Just runs right past the grenade. He's got the loiter coming in. Here he goes, the Comet's swooping in. Might be able to knock out this Fusilier. He's slow to switch the focus fire across though. I mean, lands a pretty clean hit on everything at the base, but getting a squad wipe I think would have been more valuable. He's pushing though. AT gun's coming up. He's putting some damage onto the Schwerpanzer headquarters. One of the planes shot down. Centaur's coming in. Schwer's in some trouble. Raketten's coming around the corner again. I wonder which plane got shot down. Was it the AT or the AI one? Oh my goodness. It's gonna work. Schwer dies. Really good push there from Isildur. And that's the strength. You know, he hit that timing before Nicko got his next unit out. Saved up enough munitions for the loiter, made his push, and made it count. That was a big attack. So Nicko kinda has to go for the King Tiger now.
Orders complete.
That's about his options. Quite a lot of repairs to go on the tanks after that push for Isildur, so he's got a little bit of a weak moment. And Nicko pushing out a third Raketten while he goes for that King Tiger stall, looks like. It's a bit of a late retreat, but oh, that's a nice phosphorus nade. Oh, a stun nade in response? No, that's a Fusilier grenade. Bit of a late exit. Surviving though. Again, the breakthrough from Nicko helping him avoid too much VP bleed. 201. He's still popping up flares, not as many as we saw from Isildur in the last game, but it's a different landscape, different type of match, different factions. As the flares up though, knows that maybe the comp's going to be coming through the middle. Ready. Overs. Climbing vet. You've also got to be careful driving forwards here. The sappers could come in from the side, get some double snares off. There's the Comet again. Triple Raketten's rolling up. He's got to be careful. I mean, Comet's got sturdy armor, but 3 Rakettens. They'll get through it. Luckily for Isildur, none of them are Vet 2 yet on Raketten, so don't have the turbo rate of fire yet. And oh, he's taking a chance here. Coming back in, the Rakettens are still moving. Attack rounds. Ooh, scary stuff. Good dodge on the grenade up there. Bit scary on the P4 as well. Okay, there we go. That's the magic number. Overs hitting Vet 2. It's when they start to reassert their dominance over the sections. Sections have been cruising, you know, they're Vet 3 against Obers with no combat boost yet, but now things start to turn around. Uh-oh. Doesn't get snared. Centaur gets out of there. I thought the Rigetti was going to go for a long-range attack around Hopeful, but didn't happen. Tagging the comets in and out after repairs, but constantly running into these Rigettans right now. He let himself get snared and he's quite far away from his base. Comet's still pretty fast though, even with engine damage. Still a little bit scary. Before it's healthy. Nicko's... Okay, I was gonna say he's ticking. I thought he was building a Schwer again. He might be building a Schwer again, but he already has mechanized truck up. Not the case. What's it gonna be? Mechanized. So yeah, he's going for the King Tiger. Isildur meanwhile going for another Comet's got enough for another loiter. Mechanized truck is... It's on the field. Quite far back, but could maybe get pushed again. I think Isildur's aware of its position though. Again, the breakthrough. Slowing down any BP drain opportunities Isildur has. Giving Nicko the time to build his way back into this match with the King Tiger. And the King Tiger, with 3 Rigettans and a P4 in support, it's not going to be having too much trouble with the Comets. And this is where lacking indirect fire can be a real problem for Isildur. So hard to get rid of all this infantry. But here he goes, he's bringing in his loiter, sweeping them off the map with that, but and that's 200 munitions, that's something you can only do every now and again. The AT planes though actually do quite a lot of damage to everything. Because squads were running past the P4 at the time. No Schwerpanzer headquarters this time round, so the planes are going to stick around for a while. Should be able to lock up a triple cap based off this, but doesn't have a squad near the bottom VP. Oh wow, Comet actually crushing through all these side blockers. I don't know if that's good for Isildur, if I'm honest. And yeah, he hasn't gone for the triple cap behind this. You know, you really need to take maximum map control based off every one of these loiters. Triple kit blob again, causing problems. He's backing away. That's the fresh Comet. She hasn't got the commander upgrade on that one yet. P4's waiting on the top. Oh, that's actually a pretty good phosphorus shell. Dodges the grenade, coming back the other way. Centaur having some okay hits, tries to go for the Vet 1, but Nicko got out of there quickly. Oh. Ooh. Bit of a close call again. Actually barely took any bleed from those 2 sections as well, with those Rigettans hanging in there for a while. Got favourable model drops. AKA didn't lose many, despite losing a lot of health. So Nicko's done a pretty good job so far. In fact, I think he's actually maybe pulled back a few VPs with his breakthrough activations while he goes to this King Tiger store. But now he's in the stage where, you know, he's got his tech up, he's got the fuel together, he just needs to save the manpower for the King Tiger. Gotta try to avoid bleeding too much here. Capping with the assault section. Get some sandbags up as well. Again, he's got breakthrough going. Decapping this, decapping this. Really good use of breakthrough in this match from Nicko. The first two activations were a bit hum-ho, but since then they've been tremendous, crazy capping value. Flare up. Spotting for these triple kittens. This could be the end of the centaur here. Ooh, it's a lucky old vehicle, that one. They are all, well, two of them are vested up now with that rate of fire boost, so it's really stacking up the lethality. Top section though, charging down the middle. I suppose he didn't throw like a phosphorus grenade out here or something. Tried to catch it into the retreat path, maybe block the vision on the Raketans, bring the tanks back in for some cheeky shots, but I suppose the tanks were getting repaired, so this heavy cover has caused Isildur problems the whole match. Oh boy, he runs right into the triple Raketans, and the Comet's dead. Luckily for him, it was the low vet of the two Comets. Okay, here we go. Coming through here. Comets doesn't manage to get the kill though. Maybe he can get the ISG though. It's a little bit slow getting out of there. Nicko's popped breakthrough again while he caps the top. Centaur's up there though. Doesn't manage to kill this either with the Comet. Runs into the strafe. Comet is missing shot after shot right now. Really bad scatter. But Nicko is still struggling to save manpower for that King Tiger. Just checking if he went for the repair upgrade. I wouldn't expect it before the KT, but just double checking. And he's still, you know, staying with it in the hunt. In terms of victory points, thanks to these breakthrough activations, he's not bleeding too many points, keeping this really competitive. That is, you know, the benefits of the Raketans as well. They can afford to be in those slightly more aggressive positions and then just retreat themselves out of trouble. Speaking of retreating, it's a late one. The SOC section looking likely to die here. Oh god. Good light cover, maybe saving it. That's an unbelievable escape. I think Nicko thought he had it locked up, so he didn't feel like he had to chase there, but somehow that squad survives. Breakthrough active again. Look how quickly he neutralizes that point. Stops the drain. Triple Kittens rolling through the middle, looking for the Comet. Some attack rounds there maybe. I don't see a flare up. Or any crawlers. Maybe there's a crawler somewhere. See a Brit one back here. Oh, I didn't even notice this. He should have put up a muni cache at some stage. Putting another Comet now. Nicko's just about there for the King Tiger. And given how well the game's been going for Nicko without the King Tiger, once he gets the KT, that is a monumental power spike. Basically, the only time Isildur's actually been dominating the field is when he's been having his loiter up in the air. Doesn't feel like the Centaur's been that good, right? Doesn't feel like it's been that good. Still not Vet 3, considering he got it like the 12 or 13 minute mark.
Infantry ready
That's
to utilize breakthrough tactics.
not the best performance. Okay, here we go. 2 comets on the field just before the King Tiger comes out. Just about got the cooldown on his loiter ready to go again. This is Isildur's opportunity to make something happen before the KT hits. After the KT hits, the game becomes way harder. In fact, in his composition, he doesn't even have like room for a Firefly. Maybe you could build... I think even a 17-pound replacement wouldn't be the go. Here he goes. He's bringing in his loiter again, but not watching. Suppression though, maybe saving the squad. Comet's charging in, but the Rakitans are well positioned to stop this. First Comet, Lucky Pen from the P4 gets killed. Lucky Pen again, this P4, monster penetrations. These Rakitans just out of the circle. Comet smokes out, attack rounds. Ooh! One Comet survives. Not particularly well scouted move that Isildur. He popped his loiter, he's like, here we go, I'm gonna win. And that's not the case. These super high vet Rakitans were pointed in the right direction, melting the Comets. And that didn't work out at all. Didn't even get the VPs based off that push. And the King Tiger... Well, looks like Nicko's prioritizing reinforcing first. I thought he might just, like, hold off on reinforcing, call the King Tiger and then reinforce afterwards, but... Nope. Oh, there it is. Centaur gone. Capping up his muni point again. SG still back there, 12 kills.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to 2.
Gets the decap off, then getting out of there. But Nicko getting this done without even the King Tiger, you know? Beating Isildur with just 3 Rakitans. I say just 3 Rakitans. These things are monsters. Super high vet on all of them. How's this got 5 kills? 3 infantry kills, huh? Somehow. Flares up. Breakthrough active. The T-gun slightly at the wrong angle for Isildur. Now it's going to get marched on top of by 2 Fusiliers. It's gone. And that's it. Isildur throws in the towel. Before the King Tiger even hits the field. Didn't even need it. Well, it was looking really good for Isildur. You know, after that first loiter, brought it in, pushed everything back, killed the tech. And he was in the driver's seat. But the subsequent loiters, not nearly as successful. Maybe some opportunities gone begging as well. Like maybe the Comet could have wiped the Fusilier instead of shooting at this stuff. Maybe could have chased it for the kill on that ISG a bit more aggressively. Gone for the triple cap more aggressively during those loiters. Maybe kind of just dropped this and thought he could go on autopilot for the win, but wasn't the case. Nicko with the triple Rakitans, they're in the right place at the right time, basically every time. Applying a huge amount of damage, constantly putting Isildur's tanks out for repairs. And you know, like, the Comet, it's okay against infantry, it's not incredible, not getting like a crazy amount of bleed on Nicko. The Centaur as well. As we saw, it only had like 18 kills after like 25 minutes or something. When it's dedicated duty as anti-infantry, that's not very impressive. And that's what I was talking about. It can be hard in the late game to try to close this out. Maybe that's where the mortar pit comes in handy. Can, you know, just splash damage on these from downtown. That's why I kind of prefer going for medics, pyrotechnics on a lot more of my sections for the vision, and then letting the heavy mortar do some work with the vision from the sections to try and force them away. But Eastwood going for the more aggressive option, backed up by the loiter, and this time it doesn't pan out. Well played by Nicko, though, you know, like that was a crazy comeback. It was looking wrapped up for Eastwood. Looks like it was going to be 3-1, but he takes it to 2 apiece. Here we go for the deciding match of this best of 5 series. It's tied up 2 apiece, and now we're on Amelie Fields for the final game. Eastwood with Soviets, who's got armored assault, defensive, and mechanized support. Pretty good roster there, everything but guard motor. Fighting against Nicko on the bottom side. Off there, locked into spearhead immediately. So we see a double combat engineer is early on with 1 conscript. Masterly version of Amelie Fields, slightly different lighting and atmosphere. So Nicko decided to go for a machine gun early on. I do think it's a pretty strong map for the machine gun. No, like 4 green spam. As we've seen on some other occasions. Might be a map-specific thing.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
So MG's capped up. The Muni. And is it going to see this combat engineer? Oh, he tore it down at just the wrong timing. That's a little bit unlucky for Nicko. Pushing up with it now, but these guys got to wrap around, and the conscript's coming in from the other side. So the first move for Nicko with the machine gun doesn't pay off. Unlucky teardown timing, honestly. Like, if he left it there for a second longer, he would have probably got suppression on that combat engineer. Would have been a completely different story. But he is splitting things up. His pyros are here, his machine gun's over here. And, you know, when you don't have your pyros near your machine gun to spot for it, it's easier for things to go wrong. Reedy's chasing away the combat engineer, but conscripts are down here, decapping the Muni. And these guys, they've got sandbags, but they're not very good at this range. They're eventually going to get pushed off there. MG coming in, but got a little bit too close. Got spotted. Just kind of, yeah, if he set up in that kind of range, outside of vision, inside machine gun range, would have been better there for Nicko. As a result, he's just having to brawl it out. I mean, the Greenies have got the superior combat performance in that particular head-to-head. Roaring. Might be able to crawl out of there, though. Yep. Okay, designed to retreat. They did take a decent amount of suppression. Probably would take a long time to recover. So he decides to cut and run early. But pretty strong stuff for Isildur. Locking up double fuel. Decapping the munitions for an extended period of time. So that's a very nice beginning to the match. Now he's got some healing up out the back as well.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
There's some sandbags needed to wire off after all this as well. Oh, that's a nice machine gun. Coming out here with the sweepers just in case. Could be an early mine. Bring the pyros up to force away the combat engineer a little bit faster.
Losing territory.
Can snip off that wire though, as well, with that sweeper. Isildur, I'm getting his fuel decaptured here for a wee while. But 2 conscripts coming in. The Grenadier was maybe a little bit slow to move into light cover after that. If he was in light cover as the conscripts arrived, maybe he could have fought for a little bit, but standing out in the open has to retreat from that really quickly. And Isildur back in the middle, back building sandbags. MG's coming out to the side, sandbagging away over here as well. Doesn't have any spotting units, so the machine gun's just going to have to run in there raw. But he gets there just in time to cancel the sandbags. I think if they're a little bit further along, Isildur might have just tanked it, completed the sandbags. He was just in the nick of time with that machine gun. And now it's advancing. Do have another conscript waiting around the corner, maybe looking for a flank opportunity. The machine gun's not advancing any further, it's actually pulling back. Might be able to oorah around the corner on it though. In fact, not even necessary. That was a bit of a weird setup. Kind of ran forwards before setting up with it. That allows it to get flanked. We have Pyros coming up, but they've got the sweeper upgraded, so I don't really fancy their chances. Bit of an ugly engagement down there for Nicko. It was a strong start. Oh, what is that machine gun angle? That is dreadful. Luckily, somehow gets suppression. And look at how fast this quad's coming in, man. This is like unbelievable speed on the quad upgrade. Just respect the potential for Faust, but Nicko doesn't actually have the Faust range bulletin. A little bit strange. 222 can't be too aggressive until it's got some pack support. He is crushing a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm sure Isildur knows exactly where he's going right now. I can imagine he's kind of spaced like maybe they planted a mine there. That was a bit of a risky move. That was a bit of a drive-by, and it's now isolated. The quad's going in for the kill. No Grenadiers nearby for a Faust. Okay, there's smoke bailing him out of trouble. No pack build time bulletin either for Nicko. It's got all the green bulletins, all the good ones.
We may now lay anti-personnel mines to greet the enemy. We may now
Oh, I didn't notice this. He pushed out a 4th Grenadier before his pack. I see. That's why the pack's a little bit slower. I see. Meanwhile, Isildur's locked into defensive and he's pushed out a Dishka. So he's not too worried about needing Isis himself. Oh, maybe he's going to get that next. That being said, I mean, Dishka's also pretty good against the 222. But there's a barrage also pretty handy. There's no wrong choice there. Good angle here for the quad, getting some suppression in. The pack's not there to respond. Machine gun spinning. All the heavy cover through the middle of the map though, causing Nicko some problems right now. MG's popping. The conscript's flanking. Quad's out of the scene at the moment. Ooh, cheeky close range rifle nade. Forces to retreat. There are 2 mines there though. That could be nasty if he runs into the mine then retreats into the other one. 222 doing good thing here, cutting an angle, nullifying the heavy cover. Does hit the mine. Oh, could that be the squad wipe? The quad's coming in. Okay, no, the retreat path is favourable. The final model's kind of off to the side. If it was more towards the middle, maybe that's a flaw in that mine position actually. Crawlers are kind of crawling slightly towards it, but I don't think they're going to hit it. Nice use of the pack there to kill off the sandbags. Ooh, rear arm is showing though. It's getting roasted by that Dishka. Gonna try crawl out of there. Nope. Let's retreat.
The enemy has taken
Did
our
go for a
supply
second
sector.
Dishka. I didn't mention that. That's on the edge. Fresh one. We've actually got a second pack from Nicko super early on. It's really looking to box that quad off the map. And I mean, it's pretty handy for killing sandbags as well. And we've seen a lot of sandbags up from Isildur, so understandable. And it feels like maybe Nicko's expecting that his tier 3 is going to be delayed. Well, the tank from his tier 3 is going to be delayed, so why not get the pack right now? Be as strong as possible at this stage. If he's just going to need it, you know, at the 13-minute mark anyway. So I can see his thinking. Gives himself the best chance to kill the quad. Of course, the quad
Superiors have given us 120
will die to 2
millimeter
hits from the
mortars.
AT guns, so it's a lot easier to kill than the T70 is. Maybe that's why the quad's being used a bit more defensively at the moment. It's a flank on, but the quad's staying in there. The pack pushes up though. Ooh, heartbreaker for Nicko. He must have thought he had it there, especially with the way Isildur drove. So he drove sideways along the pack's arc instead of backwards. It's crazy. It's one of those ones where you like, oh, where's my luck in this game? Especially once in the finals of a tournament. Don't actually have anti-tank grenades online yet for Isildur. It's a little bit surprising. But I imagine Nicko probably expects he has them, so he has to respect the threat of them, but we know that that's not the case.
Transcripts can now attack tanks with
Sandbags
AT
getting
grenades.
destroyed there, so they're not going to last long, those conscripts. Just at the back there. Crawls out of there a little bit late. Players, you know, exchanging fuels from time to time. Conscripts hurrahing in. He's finally got AT grenades unlocked. Got tech coming up now as well. Here we go, the sandbags finally gone. Opens up to 222 to do way more damage. Quite forcing a retreat there, but as I said, being used much more conservatively now that there are double packs on the field. It's pretty much only used in backline play. Doesn't have that freedom like you do have with the T70 to be a bit more aggressive. But, you know, keeping the quad alive is going to pay dividends because Nicko's got the recon plane.
Enemy forces are capturing
So
our
if you
supplies.
keep the quad alive, shoot down those recon planes, that nullifies one of the big strengths of this commander. So keeping this alive may be more useful than actually doing a lot of damage with it.
Do you need something?
So these high level players, they love to spam those recon planes. Love the extra vision. T-34 about to pop out for Isildur. Pretty sharp timing on it as well. For 14 minutes. Respectable.
Our industry grows to support us.
Didn't see like a huge amount of cutoff action on this game. Like very, very little cutoff play, which is, you know, quite a normal sight to see, but no, very, very little cutoff play in this particular match. Much more harass on the edge fuels instead.
Forces are securing our territory.
There's the T-34 rolling forwards. He's making a move with the quad at the same time. Oh, this could be crazy. No retreat on the machine gun for Nicko. What is this reaction time? It's not good. MG goes down. Now circling behind. Conscripts ooh-ahing in for the steal on the MG42. Pack gets decrewed. Gets a shot off. There's a telemine right there, but Nicko somehow not getting lucky. He stores T-34, rolls through the middle, and the pack misses too, hits the wall. Oh my goodness. That is unlucky for Nicko. Very late retreat on the machine gun, but T-34 zigged instead of zagged. Could have been a dead tank. Speaking of dead vehicles though, 222 in a dangerous spot here, and it's dead. The pack's landing some shots, but the T-34 survives, 222 does not. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but the vision from that is very, very handy. So a couple big pickups there for Isildur. Stealing the machine gun, knocking out the 222. That's huge. Now with 3 machine guns. Good luck holding on to victory points as Nicko. That is so hard. Especially when you don't have a 222 to like spot for them from long range. You can just like camp each of the 3 stars. And there's not much you can do about that. Doesn't have a mortar. Oh, you know, mortar half track. We've seen in the past, maybe some jibber games. It is a pretty good option, I think. Oh my god. Everything's going right for Isildur at the moment. Pack's missing the kill shot there. They got pretty unlucky. They missed 2 out of 3 shots. Well, probably should have died. Before getting off to a pretty strong start though. Some good main gun hits. No machine gun upgrades yet. Just trying to get aggressive, make some plays. Get a bit of space on the map before Isildur gets his next tank out. But we can see it's not another tank, it's going to be a Zis. Sandbag conscripts camping that fuel. Nicko already lost about half of his victory points at this stage. And if I was Nicko, I'd be worried about hitting some mines out on this side of the map as well. Can't remember the last time he came out here with a sweeper, but yeah, a bunch of mines. So he's got to be really careful. Uh-oh. Okay, Reindeer hits the mine. Still has to worry about his exit path here, though. Snare out. Drive straight back, so he's not going to hit that mine yet. The pack's backing this up as well. Rifle nade cancel. Nope, just leave it fly.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Man. Oh, I feel for Nicko in this one. So many things going right for Isildur. Well, he's rebuilt his MG42. It's camping the bottom VP. Wow, that's a really aggressive telemine he's trying to stick down there. Still surprised he hasn't gone for the machine gun on the P4. Have I lost touch with the meta? Like, machine guns on P4s is not what people get anymore? A bit confused. I can understand in certain circumstances, maybe you're stalling up for a loiter or something, getting a big push, or you're worried about your machine guns like shooting at the enemy's planes, revealing your tank's position in the fog of war or something like that, but I don't think either of those apply in this particular match. An extra bleed from the machine gun is much appreciated. But maybe he's going to go for a big frag bomb. Try to get a decoy on some of these team weapons. That might be what we're going to see. A bunch of conscripts flooding in from the side though. Pressuring back these packs.
Loaded to go with fragmentation bombs.
Conscripts hitting Vet 3 before the Grenadiers. Ooh, P4 getting a bit too close to the action. Doesn't get an engine damage off though, Isildur.
The territory is out of
That's
contact.
back there. So is the Zis though. There's the cutoff. Got a couple of LMG Grenadiers beaming them down. Oh yeah, Nicko. Under the VP pressure, about to be triple capped again. He's pushing out another P4. That's going to be his solution. Meanwhile, Isildur's gone for a Katyusha.
Have a Tiger to deploy.
Oh, sorry. That can work there for me. Well, it's actually because sometimes middle mouse button scroll doesn't work too well in this game, but again, the quad survives. Maybe should have died to the packs. Quad
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
dancing with death on multiple occasions. Bunch of mines coming up as well. Does have a second pyre for sweeping at least now, Nicko, so it might spot them. Finish that teller mine up there? Doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure he saw that, or at least the tail end of it. We can attack round to kill it off. Okay, frag bombs coming in on the Zis. Nicko's trying to make it happen here. No dodge at all from Isildur. Zis goes down. Katyusha's coming in though. Packs are pushing past it, perhaps? Perhaps not. Anti-tank Overwatch. Oh, what was that? What gave this engine damage? Was there a mine there I didn't see? Of course, camped in here, the AT guns are in some trouble. Oh, both of them getting decrewed. The anti-tank Overwatch pounding down. Oh, his own telemine. Oh, no. And he's just given up after that. I think he's given up. Yeah, that's a disaster.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by one.
Oh man, it was looking kind of good there for Nicko. Somehow, no dodge on the Zis. Nicko's like, okay, it's go time. Pushes up. But anti-tank Overwatch bailing Isildur out there massively. And Nicko's lost everything. Both packs decrewed. Quad's back in here. Oh, seemed like I had to reload or something before I could fire. Didn't get a chance to kill the quad. Yeah.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Doesn't even have munitions for 2 Fausts. Oh no, he does. He's already spent it. Okay. Quad's down, but both the packs in unrecoverable positions. And Nicko calls the BG. Yeah, I can understand his frustration. I mean, the quad got pretty lucky in this game. 2 or 3 opportunities that probably should have died to the packs. And then right as Nicko's like, it's my go time, Isildur didn't dodge the frag bombs even slightly.
Enemy has killed a machine gun.
Goes horribly wrong for him. Runs over his own telemine as the anti-tank Overwatch blasts. I mean, that's his own fault. Driving over that, but what happened? How did the other P4 get engine damage up here, though? I didn't see any mines over there. Did he Oh, there was that mine planted there, though. Maybe he didn't manage to sweep or kill it, actually. That might have been it. Oh, boy. All right. Well, Isildur takes it in the final match. Fast quad. Like, good early skirmishes from Isildur with his conscripts, staying out of trouble from the MG42. Having nice positioning, leading to that super fast quad. Overall, pretty strong mid-game off the back of that. Nicko, I think, responding pretty well, considering he like turned over that MG42. The second pack, I think, was a good call. The early second pack gave himself some opportunities to kill the quad, even though it didn't happen. I still think it was the right choice. And brought it back at the end here. You know, he had an opportunity to win the game, but no, he didn't. And Tank Overwatch, GG. Well, there we go. That's the best of 5 series. Isildur takes it 3-2. And yeah, big thank you to the Angry Dutchman for running a 1v1 tournament. Getting a bunch of these old war horses off the couch onto the computer and onto our screens, giving us some entertaining matches. Much appreciated to him and to all the players for still putting on great shows. Company of Heroes 2. I think personally my favorite series though was Isildur versus Chibba. That was very, very fun. Well, anyway guys, a wrap on that. If you like a game recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.